kept hearing, what are we doing? What is this? When I pulled these cards, I immediately saw some individuals who are involving themselves in situations that have no future. That they're fun in the moment. They're indulging in whatever pleasure one might want to derive. But as long as you understand that these are very much short term, these are in the moment situations. This has to do with a lot of spontaneity. This is for those who just want to let their hair down a little bit, so to speak, and enjoy the moment. It seems as though spirit is saying that this is a distraction. Um, what are you distracting yourself from? I'm hearing emotionally unavailable. Now, our Knight of Swords is definitely emotionally unavailable at this moment. He's busy. He's got something to prove, and yeah, they are undeniable in their energy. They're charismatic. They know how to get your attention. Problem is, what I'm feeling in this situation is that they are not there for the long haul. This individual that has your attention may be distracting themselves from something more serious, or it may be that you're along for the ride because you want to distract yourself from something more serious. It's fun in the moment, though, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself as long as you're comfortable with letting go. And I feel like Spirit is saying that this is going to be an issue for you or for them. I think it's more for you, where you're going to have an issue because there's something about this that makes you want more. It's like you're here for the chase. You feel like you have to perform for affection, and you're in a character mode right now, and you're not being authentic and honest about what you're capable of or what they're capable of. Um, it's a fun distraction, but don't get too deep in it. Um, Eventually, you're going to have to pay attention to those things that matter and those things that need to be addressed. So keep your eyes open. One cannot deny the power of maintaining control of one's emotions, especially you recently had a little bit of a disappointment. That disappointment would have in the past would have ripped you off course. It would have devastated you. It would have caused you to seeing like curl up in a ball and cry, and you did not. This time you took some really deep breaths and you talked to yourself. You talked to that child self that was disappointed and the not chosen one. And you talked to that little person and you said, not because it's you, it's because it's the situation that is not meant for you. There's something more here, and you just need to be patient for it, little one. You just need to breathe deep and trust the right one. It's going to give you the sign that you need to see. And so that's what you did. You took some deep breaths and you showed the universe that you trust this process with so much of yourself on the line. You were willing to trust the process. And as such, the universe has aligned with that energy. This one isn't going to give up. This one's going to be able to hold on to it. And even through all of these circumstances and situations, this one is going to hold on to exactly what it gets, exactly what they receive. They're going to maintain it. They know how now to manage their emotional reaction to things. They know now how to manage expectations so that abundance is powerful in this moment. This abundance is seeing a freight train coming at you with lightning speed. You just have to maintain that energy. You just have to maintain that trust in this process. Just have to continue receiving because you're in receiving mode when you're trusting that process. When you said, okay, that's fine, I'm not going to let that mess with me. When you said that, the universe knew that you were ready for everything that you asked for. You just stay in that receiving mode so it can land right in your lap with such a force that you can't deny that it's there. That abundance is yours. And I want you to go ahead and claim that for yourself. The abundance that I have been waiting for, that I have asked for, is mine. Not when it's mine, it is mine. This message of release and fulfillment, I'm hearing from Spirit that um, you need to stop trying to convince yourself that you know exactly what it is that you need or want. It seems like there is some comparisons going on. There is some ideas that are lingering from either a past life or perhaps your younger self, or perhaps you have been influenced by friends or family or some ideas that have been passed along to you. What is meant for you is already understood by spirit from within you. You don't need to convince it of what you need or want. The way that you feel when you experience certain situations are the clues, the tags of what it is that really gives you true joy. When we are uh, influenced by outside forces, we sometimes try to put conditions on these situations. I'm only going to be happy if I have it like this, or I'm only going to be happy if I'm in a relationship like this. I'm only going to be happy if I live in a house like this. And Spirit is trying to demonstrate for you that there's actually something bigger out there for you, something not grander in terms of the impression it makes on others, but grander in terms of the way that you feel, how much you feel like you have received everything that you ever wanted, even when you didn't know what that was. The way that you feel is so much more important than the way that others respond to what you have. And this is about releasing the need to control how this happens and when it happens and what exactly happens, because spirit knows what you need and what you want. And that's not to say that you don't deserve to be financially comfortable. No, that's if that's a part of it, spirit will offer that. What this message is about is how does that come to you? How do you obtain that? What pathway are you on when you receive it? Because it needs to be something that you are truly grateful for. And it truly gives you a sense of purpose and it truly makes you feel happy. It's not just the resources themselves, but the way that you got there is what really adds that richness to your life. So trust the process and release what no longer serves you. Allow the universe to guide you there.